Fortissimo! Our boy Tsukiyama is there and he is looking miserable as fuck. Like, oh my gosh. Just like Sui Ishida keeps on giving us like just a little bit at the end of a chapter, enough to make us like, what's going on here? What are we seeing? Oh my gosh, Suki fucking Ama, baby. Let's go. So a good chunk of this chapter was a meeting, basically them trying to once again crack down on the Nutcracker case, and ultimately we got a return, baby. I don't give a fuck. See, Juuzou back, and he has the black hair like he had in that one chapter from the past or whatever. I'm like, Juuzou, bro, I've been waiting. I've been fucking waiting. Now, a lot of questions arise for starters. I think Suishida purposely did it as well. We see him skipping, la-da-da-da-da. It's like, bro, where did that other fucking leg come from? Like, what's going on? And I think we can all safely assume that either it's just a normal prosthetic or a quinque, like, you know, actual leg, like made out of the kagune or something. I wouldn't be surprised because, I mean, I think that that would be a great addition to his, like, combat or whatever. Like, okay, I'm missing a leg, and this is in honor as well of Shinohara. So I think that that might be what it is, that he has one of those type of legs, which would be interesting to see how he activated. But nonetheless, just seeing Juuzou back, and he's still crazy, but at the same time, I think he's a little bit more mellow on the, like, I'm gonna cut your fucking balls off and staple them to the wall type of shit. But at the same time, he's very calculative because, like, I honestly think he already knew that Shirazu and Psycho weren't there yet, and he didn't want to make, you know, Sasaki look bad, or Kaneki, whatever the hell, and that's why he came late. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna make him look bad and stain his reputation because I care about him. So over the course of the time that they've been together, he's grown to like him, and I think it stemmed, of course, from when he first robbed him and he seen something was interesting about him, maybe. And then it kind of led on and on to when, you know, eventually he joined the group, and now he has a decent relationship with him. You saw, like, he gives him snacks and everything, and it would be a real shame if at some point down the road they had to fight, because I love Juuzou. He is fucking awesome, a dope-ass character, and then at the same time, come on, it's our boy, you know, Kaneki. So if they ever fought, it would really fucking suck, especially seeing the playful relationship that they have, even in the office. And, like, I honestly believe Juuzou did that purposely so that way he don't fuck up Sasaki's, you know, reputation, so to speak. And once again, Uri being a manipulative pile of shit, and things is just not gonna go your way, okay? You need to stop. And I swear, with all his actions and all the bullshit that he's pulling, it's slowly but surely going down the road of, like, something big is gonna happen where Uri's gonna need a huge reality check, and he's gonna need to stop what he is doing because he is being such a crust fuck, trying desperately to break down Shirazu by having him continuously, like, try with Psycho, and then still, you know, he's late and everything. Is like, he is truly a fuckwad. We find out a little bit more about Nutcracker. She's apparently human trafficking, and she's kind of a little good looking. She had that shawl covering her mouth or whatever, but she looked alright. I ain't gonna lie, wouldn't mind getting a little bit of that nut cracking going on. And I honestly felt bad for Shirazu in this chapter. He is giving it his everything. He knows that, yeah, he might not be the most fit candidate to be doing this job as the leader of the group or whatever, but he is busting his ass trying to get Psycho out of bed. A little bit of the chapter was a little annoying of like, oh, Psycho keeps sleeping. It's like, Psycho, don't bring dead weight to this group or this manga. Like, you better fucking shape up and quit, because it's like, a good chunk of the chapter, Shirazu trying to pull her out of bed and bringing her and this and that, and it's like, Psycho, pull your own fucking weight. I'm only gonna say this once. And all this fucking, you know, running around is even making Shirazu fuck up on missions, which I really want to see Shirazu succeed. I would hate for it to come to a point where either the higher-ups come in and say, okay, no, Sasaki, we're going over your authority, Uri is back on top or something like that. Hell's motherfucking no. So, I don't know, this shit got me a little bit intense, like, don't do it. And then, of course, Uri yet again with his little fucking methodical plans, basically trying to have his Kagune opened up or whatever so he could get a little bit stronger. And you can definitely see it ties into Sasaki slash Kaneki's personality and his idea in his mind. Like, I don't want anybody to fuck up and get this far to where I'm at. It's already a self-torture in and of itself for me, because being half human, half ghoul is just like horrible. Like, at any given moment, each side wants to kill me, so I really have no place. So for him, when he comes to him, it's like, I don't want to disappoint them. I can kind of tell that Uri is like just really wanting to be a top class, you know, whatever, he wants to get to the top, but at the same time, I don't want to also let him lead down this path. So that's why it's like, I'll think about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he denies it simply because, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's going to happen one way or another. Uri is going to continuously go down this path and maybe even at some point become a villain and become half human, half ghoul because he'll let it go. But like, I think Sasaki's trying to hold him at bay right now because he doesn't want him to have to suffer what he's been suffering through. And I also like how it was transitioning from event to event. Like, you will finish it up and then like you'll have one panel on the next page just saying one word and then you go to the next event. Like, very nicely done the way Sui Ishida's doing it, transitioning from scene to scene. It's something a little bit different. And then that ending though, seeing this Kanae guy, because a lot of people have been like, wait, who is that guy? What is his relation to Tsukiyama? He kind of looks like him. So he's apparently a servant to Tsukiyama. And okay, he didn't say anything. He didn't say like, oh my god, you know, I'm jizzing, oh, this napkin, oh, you know, he didn't say anything like that or whatever. But he did recognize it. He did look at it. So that gotta raise a couple of questions. Like, for starters, did he get just in such shock that he didn't say anything like, oh my god? Or could it be that since Kaneki is Sasaki, maybe for some strange reason the smell isn't the same, the excitement isn't the same because he's a different person now? Either way, that just got me like, oh my gosh, so Tsukiyama's just a broken man right now. He is distraught over what happened to, you know, Kaneki, and we don't really know whether or not that little napkin with the energy on it basically did anything, or that garment that they stole from him. But yeah, interesting end to the chapter. Overall, the chapter, for the most part, it was a good chapter. It wasn't like crazy or anything. We got Juuzou back in this bitch though. We got that. We got Uri yet again plotting and scheming. A little bit of the chapter that I didn't really care for is like, Psycho, stop your fucking shit, stop sleeping, get the fuck up. You know, you're fucking up Shirazu. I felt bad for Shirazu, so it's like, Psycho, like, come on. Like, a good chunk of the chapter was like, getting her out of bed. Stop your fucking shit. And then that ending though, like, yet again, now we finding out what happened to Tsukiyama. He's just like, depressed as a motherfucker. So with all that being said, I'm thinking between like a 7.5 to an 8. Probably a 7.5. I want to give it the 8 because I just fucking love that ending, but realistically, a lot of it was just them plotting and, you know, going over the Nutcracker case, getting eyes on Nutcracker, so they're getting a lot closer to it. And I think it is very ironic, once again, that this is the case they're facing while they have Juuzou. It's like, you know what happened? Well, we don't know what happened to Juuzou. Y'all remember what I said about last review, right? We do not speak of that travesty. So yeah, good chapter. I just wish that the Psycho stuff would get a little bit more interesting, like Psycho shape up. But let me know at the start of the chapter, what do you think about Tsukiyama? Was he just in such shock that he didn't say anything, or was it that it's just not the same for him anymore? And just everything with this chapter. How do you feel about the Nutcracker case, Juuzou being back? What do you think about his leg? Is it a fake prosthetic, or is it a quinque? What is up? Hey, overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you can do so as well, that'd be awesome. For ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.